is a meditation that I wrote at the winter solstice 6 months ago. And it weirdly fits in with the beach that I'm staying at on the summer solstice, just below Cape Sunion, Poseidon's temple. It is not in sync with the video, and I've had a lot of problems uploading this audio. You will hear some paper rustling, and you might hear the wind and the cicadas. So I want you just to imagine that you are standing on a beach, letting the wind blow through you. As you take a deep breath in and you start to relax, breathing out. Then taking another breath in from the salty, fresh air, breathing it all the way down to the pit of your stomach, and releasing that breath fully. Then again, relaxing your whole body into the motion of breathing in, cleansing and clearing as you do so. Remember, nobody wants anything from you in this moment, and nobody needs anything from you in this moment. You stand completely alone, completely rooted to the spot as the songlines of the whales anchor you in with their low, melodious song, reverberating across the mighty oceans, right to your feet, here in the wet sand and the rocks in this very sunny place. A space held within time and space, just for you to enjoy on a nice sunny day. When you have settled your breathing down into a regular pattern, lift one leg slightly to the side, shoulder width, and reach your hands out to the sides and gather in fresh, clean chi, bringing it down your crown and through your chakra line, opening up the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar, the sacral, and the base chakras with this beautiful cleansing energy, drawing it down your front line again, from crown to root. And then for a third time, imagining and whooshing it down over the back of your head to cleanse your auric field behind you. You may even feel a light tingling sensation as it flows over and through your aura. And now raise your hands to the heavens, reaching up to Source, inviting and asking for protection. And a glowing ball of golden light will be sent down directly from the Creator, the Divine Light, the Omnipresent, straight to you, its beautiful child, who wants to journey with the complete confidence that your curiosity can be experienced in a safe and calming way. The energy enters the top of your head and aura, swooshing all the way down through your chakra line, illuminating their auric lights of pure white, violet, turquoise and green, yellow, orange, and then through to red, colours of the shimmering pearlescent energy radiating between every cell and through the pores out of you, illuminating the layers of your aura, creating circles of colour. You are a light being. Within these layers are events and emotions that have stuck to you through time and ages, perhaps through learnt behaviours, perhaps from karmic debt, or perhaps from events that have happened to you and your loved ones in this life timeline. You want to cleanse them in the ocean now, and you gently start to walk towards the warm, inviting yet refreshing sea. Firstly, we are just going to sit here, resting back in the shallows on your elbows, laying your head back into the water and just letting the tidal flow wash in and out and over you, cleansing and clearing. Feel your hair flowing free in the refreshing liquid, the saline salty water. So fluid do you become that you cannot tell where your body ends and the water begins. You merge with it. Each individual strand of hair being held out from your head. You feel like a mermaid. Take a moment to let your neck muscles relax and the muscles around your face and jaw loosen from any tension as you gently swish your head from side to side in the nice, warm, refreshing sea. If you wish, put your face under the surface and give your head a little shake. Then break the surface with that bubble of spent air emerging from your nostrils and let the water support your weight. As you sit and lie in the sand at the edge of the sea with it gently flowing all around you. As each little wave washes into you and through you, you rock and bob gently with the motion of it, totally relaxing and freeing up your mind. Just let any thoughts that come in drift away like clouds. And eventually your mind also relaxes as you start to float into a near-like dream state. And sigh out if you need to. As you gently sit here with the flowing tide, which is going out, lapping of the waves, gently clearing all of those marks in your auric field, your mind and your body. They are all freed up now and washed away from you. You may have felt a slight dragging sensation as it happened. The water carries these emotions away into the rich, deep cauldron of Gaia, who absorbs them into her primordial soup, diluting the heaviness and moving it away around the great huge lake of seas which surround and girdle her like blue voluminous skirts. In the eons that it takes the water to circumnavigate the globe, those woes will have been diluted and dissipated, cleared and washed through many, many times. The sun will absorb some of it up to create clouds, to create fresh water rain which falls back down across the lands onto Gaia, watering the crops and the fields, travelling down the mountains and the rivers and out to the sea. Nothing is wasted, everything is recycled. The water in your glass was here at the beginning of time, when all there was ocean. So you see, you needn't worry about emptying your fears or your angers into the ground, because Gaia has her own ways of transmuting negative energy into positive energy. Take a couple of breaths in as the sea has moved out. The tidal flow is moving away, taking all of that angst with it. Now you are left in the sand. So you stand up and just walk a little deeper out to where the water is, kneeling up to your neck, dunking in again, freeing your hair up from all the little sand grains. And as you do so, you can feel your bottom chakras aligning with your top chakras. Everything is slotting into correct space and orientation. As you kneel here with your legs slightly apart and your arms floating beside you like a starfish, aligning to earth, air, fire, water, and acacia spirit. Nice and relaxed you are now, feeling safe and secure in this beautiful, safe cove. A place of warmth and gentle rest, of stillness and serenity. You decide to stretch a little and swim or walk along the shore. Move out a little deeper if you wish, or swish through the sea. It is so still here, in fact, all you can hear is the gentle roll and lapping of the waves. Pretty sand being whipped around by the breeze and the buzz of insects, a songbird. As you look at the land, you see that this green, dry space is arid in places, but there are olive groves, pistachio groves, and vineyards with jade and violet grapes clustering. It will be a good harvest from this bountiful land. swimming or walking now, you are making noise. The water is clear enough for you to clearly see the bottom, which is a mixture of sand, rocks, marble pebbles. If it becomes too uncomfortable to walk on, imagine and summon from your solar plexus each shoes now, and they magically appear, clothing your feet and protecting them so that you can walk or swim comfortably. Barely swings around rocky outcrops, but it isn't rough out there, and you can explore those parts of the coast on a different day. Today you just decide to stay in this bay. There are some low, flat rocks just in front of you. You are still really close to the shoreline, so you decide to swim or walk over to them and sit upon them, as it's such a beautiful hot day, and you just want to make the most of it. When you arrive, you see a diver's mask, big seashell left here for you. Pick up the seashell just to make sure there are no occupants in it. If there are, you will need to cast it back into the ocean. But if not, you can keep it. It is beautiful. Maybe you can hear the sea whispering words to you. Hold it by your ear. After all, it is said that clairaudience can be developed in this way. You walk across the slabs of rock and look into the water. On the other side, you can make out something that looks like walls under the surface, mostly straight lines. You follow them with your eyes, making out smaller squares. Could this be a sunken city, you wonder? You decide to investigate further, and you walk back to retrieve your mask. You spit into it, and then moving the saliva with your finger as you have seen divers do. This helps the condensation so that it doesn't fog up. And then you put the mask on over your head. And you walk back across those boundary rocks to the wall. It's lower than the rocks you are on, and you inch down into the water. It's not very deep here. The water reaches your midriff, holding you in position as you walk along it into the calm bay. The water acts like a magnet, steadying you, keeping you steady as you venture out. As you look down into the clear water, you start to see that you stay level, but the ground slopes away. The wall mirrors it, becoming taller and taller, yet you are still at your midriff. You can see shoals of silvery fish catching the sunlight and radiating their shimmering oceanic rainbows of pearlescent white, pink coral, iridescent blue, silver, gold and aquamarine, creating those shimmering rainbows that catch the sun. You now start to see more submerged objects, huge amphora, big clay jugs with handles used to hold olive oil, grain or wine, transporting them across the Mediterranean back and forward through the ancient worlds and times. They look like they are just stacked up in a corner of one of these smaller rooms. And they look like they even have their plugs of wax and cork still in them. Crustaceans have formed, keeping them sealed up tight. You also start to see statues, some with arms and feet and legs and heads missing. Large sculpted heads lie askew at weird angles, looking up at the sunlight with their agate and lapis eyes staring to heaven. And a little further out, you think you can see the remains of a temple. If you wish, you can swim over to it now, but if you wish to stay here, just visualize yourself doing that. It will work in the same way. You swim breaststroke or side stroke so as not to splash and disturb the water too much. And then you start treading water on the surface, looking down through your mask at the temple remains. What a wonder, you think to yourself. There could be many treasures submerged here. You can see giant clams on plinths at the entrance. Large grooved pillars which would have supported the ceiling of this place. And there is even an archway for you to swim underneath, crusted up with coral, sea anemones, and pearls and shells. You dive down to inspect the lettering, which looks strange yet familiar, running your hand over it and dislodging a coloured pearl as you do, which was spat out by one of these giant clams after a grain of sand irritated it. What colour is that pearl? Does it relate to an energy centre perhaps you've been having an emotional or physical problem to? Think on this. These irritations can be soothed. As the pearl shows you, it can soften the gritty edge, making it soft. You pop that shell, tucking it into your swimsuit because you do not have a pocket. It will be safe there. And you head up to the surface for a gulp of air before submerging again and swimming through the archway, feeling a shift within you as you do so. Hallowed waters, you think to yourself. One of the thin spaces of this world where transformation happens. You wonder who the temple would have been dedicated to as you break the surface again. Swimming along the surface now, looking down, you see a larger statue than all of the rest within the temple itself. The god, the goddess, or the mythical being who held the space here still holds the sacredness for you. Is this statue a being that you have seen before or someone unknown? If you are unsure, ask your intuition, your higher self, or your guides. Maybe you will get an answer, or maybe you will have to go on a quest. Remember, it is the journey that is important, not the end. A little tired now, you decide to swim back to your rocks, still enjoying the sights beneath you and remembering you can always come back another day now that you know the way. You find the wall and either swim or walk along it, climbing back onto your rocks where the shell is. You take off the mask and dip it back into the water to clean it off, placing it back here for the next person to find. You retrieve your pearl out of your swimming costume and pick up your shell. And you can rest here a while, drying off in the sun. Grow your roots out of you, down into the rock beneath you, pushing downwards and downwards and downwards, grounding in this experience. Being grateful that you found the cove today and that there is so much of interest to see here. This place of transformation in the Mediterranean has been searched out and looked after and kept just so for you to enjoy, for you to transform, for you to just come and rest at. You take a breath in, breathe out, relaxing all of your limbs. And remember, while you live shine, have no grief at all. Live, love, and love as much as you can. And always, always remember that tomorrow is another day. The sun will rise again, even through the darkest nights. We always get another chance. yours for the taking.